Hi dear friends, welcome to our botany class. Today's our topic pollen pistil interaction and double fertilization. In previous class we study about different topics, male and female reproductive parts of flower, structure of the ovule, embryo sac, then pollination, agents of pollination, that different topics we study in the previous class. Today we study pollen pistil interaction. All the events from the pollen depositions on the stigma until pollen tubes enter the ovule are together referred to as the pollen pistil interaction. It's the all events from pollen deposition on the stigma until the pollen tubes enter the ovule, stigma to the ovule, are together referred to as the pollen pistil interaction. These are the structures. This is the pollen tube, this is the antipodals, this is the polar nuclei, this is the egg cell, and these are the synergids. Okay, this diagram represents the LS of the flower showing growth of the pollen tube. The pistil has the ability to recognize the pollen whether it is compatible or incompatible. That's the right type or the wrong type. If the pollen is the right type, that is the compatible, the stigma allow the pollen to germinate. If it is wrong type, the stigma rejects the pollen and preventing the germination. If the pollen is right type or the compatible, stigma allow the pollen to germinate. If it is wrong type, the stigma rejects the pollen and preventing the germination. The ability of the pistils to recognize the pollen by continuous dialogue mediated by the chemicals like boron, inositol and the sucrose level. These are the chemicals. This helps to the continuous dialogue. The following compatible pollination, the pollen grain produce pollen tube through one of the germ pore. Content of the pollen grain move into the pollen tube. The pollen tube grows through the tissues of the stigma and style and reaches the ovary. This is the structure of the pollen grain. If the pollen grain is the two-celled stage, this two-celled means generative cell and a vegetative cell. The generative cell divides to form the two male gametes inside the pollen tube. In the pollen grain, in the two-celled stage, the generative cells divides and forms the two male gametes inside the pollen tube. This is the structure of a pollen tube. This given diagram is a portion of the embryo sac. This is the parts of embryo sac. We studied this in our previous class. Then this is the pollen tube. This pollen tube enters into the embryo sac. If in the two-celled stage, the pollen grain is in the two-celled stage, the generative cell divides and form the two male gametes inside the pollen tube. In the two male gametes are present. If the pollen grains in the three-celled stage, the pollen tube carry two male gametes from the beginning. Pollen tube enters into the ovule through the micropyle and then into the embryo sac through the synergids guided by the filiform apparatus. This region is the filiform apparatus. This pollen tube reach into the synergids guided by the filiform apparatus. Okay, this is the pollen pistil interaction. Then we study about the double fertilization. What is the double fertilization? We know double means two. In the two type of fertilization take place. It is an event unique to flowering plants. This double fertilization is an event unique to the flowering plants. In the two type of fusion take place. First one is the syngamy and the triple fusion. Syngamy, and second one is the triple fusion. The two type of fusion take place in the embryo sac. It is called the double fertilization. In the two types of fusion take place. The first one is the zygote formation, that is syngamy, and second one is the primary endosperm nucleus PEN formation, that is the triple fusion. If these two type of fertilization take place in the same embryo, in an embryo cell, so it is called the double fertilization. Two type of fusion, syngamy and triple fusion, take place and in an embryo sac. It is called the double fertilization. After entering one of these synergids, this is the synergid. After entering the this is the structure of embryo sac. In the these two are the synergids. This is the egg cell. These are the polar nuclear. These three are the antipodals. After entering one of the synergid, this is synergid, the pollen tube reaches the two male gametes into the cytoplasm of the synergids. First we say two male germ cells are present in the pollen tube. In this male gamete enter into the cytoplasm of the synergid. One male gamete moves towards the egg cell. This is the egg cell. One male gamete moves towards to the egg cell and fuses with its nucleus. And in this male gamete is a haploid cell. This egg nucleus is a haploid. This male gamete and this egg nuclei fuses together to form the zygote. This is called syngamy. In double fertilization, first one is the syngamy. One of the male gamete move towards the egg cell and fuse with the nucleus to form the zygote. In this zygote is a diploid. Look here. This is the egg cell. Male gamete reach into the egg cell and these male gamete and this egg nuclei fuse together to form the zygote. This is the zygote. This zygote is the diploid condition. Then other male gamete move towards the two polar nuclei located in the central cell and fuses to form triploid primary endosperm nucleus. Triploid primary endosperm nucleus PEN. The other male gamete fuse with two polar nuclei in the central cell and form the triploid primary endosperm nucleus. Primary endosperm nucleus, that is the 3N. Three haploid nucleus are present here. Two nuclei in the two polar nucleus and one from the male gamete. And form the three haploid nuclei. This condition is called triple fusion. Another male gamete move towards to the polar nuclei located in the central cell and fuse with them to produce a triploid primary endosperm nucleus. It involves the fusion of three haploid nuclei. It is called the triple fusion. The central cell after triple fusions becomes primary endosperm cell. The central cell after triple fusion becomes the primary endosperm cell PEC and develops into the endosperm. This PEC develops to form the endosperm. This zygote develops to form the embryo. Okay. Thank you. Next class, post-fertilization events that we discussing in our next class. Okay, thank you.